Fantastic.
Yeah?
No, she can't come today. Where's Hyde?
He's just left. They've just taken him away.
Hello, Mr. Corbyn.
How do you do?
How are you, okay? Hello, Piers. I was in the mix with you the other night.
Fantastic.
I was arrested as well.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Well done, Piers.
Well, good to see you, but what happened to Hyde?
He had to leave.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Where did Hyde go?
They chased him out.
Look how much police
Chased him out.
this.
He gave him the runaround.
Hi, Tony.
He was playing the Benny Hill music as he was doing it.
Right.
But they did. He was doing his speech
Oh, okay.
of Lord Sumption.
Oh, okay.
Shall we open the banner up?
Yeah, we should open the banner, yeah. Open the banner. We make speeches here. Can I just shout?
Yeah, shout it, yeah.
Because they don't, they try and prevent us using, he was using a megaphone and got sent off, is that right?
No, he was just speaking by himself. Coming in, intimidating and closing in on him, so he D. Stand it.
Two banners, isn't that perfect? So what all this coppers do, they're standing for parade.
They're here to use their bullying tactics, Piers.
Well, there ain't many of us here now. They're going to sing. All right. Well, when you got the banner up, I will start speaking. Unite for freedom.
You know they assaulted a veteran. They pushed him to the floor. Yeah, with the bag fight. Yeah, and he's been arrested now.
Who's been arrested?
A veteran down at the cenotaph.
What, veterans done by the copper?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it depends on the crowd.
Yeah, it's gone by.
No, Tony, you want them to be able to see it. It's down to the police.
Do you stand in front of it?
Not stand in front of it. Yeah. So you get the idea. And bring that one round so people can see that as well.
A lot of people out there trying to symbol, singing fancy.
Good message.
I'm taking pictures.
All right, well, can you hear me?
Yeah!
Are you in good voice today? Yeah. Remembrance Sunday, the 8th of November, Speakers Corner, Hyde Park, where we're here defending the right to free speech. Okay, now we said all along that this new lockdown would be more fake than the first one, and it is. We know as a fact that it's actually declining illness rates on their own measurements. Their own measurements are fake anyway. But even their own measurements show there's declining declining illness rates across most parts of London. Yet we have a lockdown. So this thing is a fake virus. It's a virus. It's a virus, and the measures against the virus are not to control any illness. They are to control you. And destroy the economy and take away your jobs and rights. That is what it's about. There's been bigger illnesses in the past, like 1957. The economy wasn't closed down. The illnesses went away and everybody carried on after a few months.
Right.
No problem. So we challenge Boris Johnson, Priti Patel and Sadiq Khan to debate. Demand number one is reinstate the British economy now. Number two, give our freedoms of movement and speech back now. In fact, don't give them back, we take them back. And support all businesses against the lockdown. There are many businesses defying the lockdown. We say you go and shop, work in those businesses, carry on, support businesses against the lockdown, go online and look for it. Do it now. And the third thing we want is my brother back in the Labour Party. Sadiq Khan, what do you think about that? You support the Broadchurch Labour Party? Who are you, Sadiq Khan? All you want to do is close down London even more than Boris. This is insanity.
Insanity.
So we say, we want to have an inquiry now. Well, there's an inquiry going on, and I want to tell you about this. it's got very quiet because of all the lockdown. But there's currently an inquiry going on into police infiltration of left-wing groups and all groups actually since 1968. And I am a subject of this inquiry. I'm giving important evidence. And we know then, 1968, for 10, 20 years, they spied on many people, including me. I was followed by 3 policemen for 10 years, infiltrating my organisations, right? And some of those policemen, of course, formed relationships with women and produced children. An utterly scurrilous, evil attack on human rights. Now, that was illegal, but the government have recently said measures that can be taken by infiltrators even if they're illegal. So they're changing the rules. So this inquiry happening now is going to be told, oh, Mr. Corbyn, these transgressions against you, they were illegal. But now they're legal.
No.
That could be the case. In fact, it is the case because they've changed the law. Now, why are they doing this now? Well, one is, of course, to scare us. The other is, of course, to actually attack people who are resisting now, right? This is what it's about. It's an attack on all rights. So I say to my brother, he must be reinstated too. The political attacks on organisation are the same thing. Members of the Labour Party and other parties have to wake up and join the dots. It's all very well they've been against oppression in general, yes, they're against infiltration, yes, but they should be against the actual attacks on human rights now, namely the COVID con. They've got to wake up. And remember, when the government just hands out money to bail out businesses, in the end, that is going to be the end of those businesses. They accept the money, but they're going to have to pay it back. One problem. The other thing is, printing money leads to inflation. So in the end, there'll be massive inflation, prices will go up, everybody with savings will lose out. So all the middle class people with savings will lose out. Working class people will be shoved out of jobs and employed at even lower wages than now, run by the mega corporations. Okay, now if you want details of those things, go to stopnewnormal.net or any of those other organisations on there, Stand Up X, Event 202 and Save Our Rights. Get information on fighting back. Now we've got 3 weeks of this campaign against the lockdown, because they have a lockdown imposed on us now. And I'm glad to see a lot of people are not listening to it. If you're scared of demonstrating, just bear in mind, they're here to intimidate us, but even when they do mass arrests like last time, 190, 200 arrested a few days ago, that was only 1% of people on the demo. Only 1%. So there's a 99% chance you're going to be okay. And if you stay out of trouble, you will be okay.
I was the only one that was charged, Piers.
Okay. Was there only one charge?
Just me. The rest got released on investigation.
Hero.
I got released.
And for most of the demos, it's only 0.03% that get arrested. So just go there, demonstrate, fight for your rights. If you don't, we lose. Freedom! Okay. Freedom! Now we've got 3 weeks of this lockdown. A week for a campaign each week. This week is a campaign of explanation in your areas. Set up our movement action groups in your areas. It's easy, just form yourself. But you can email us, stopnewnormal.net, we'll tell you more. But just do it. And go round with leaflets, go round with megaphones in cars. They can't stop you doing that. You go round with megaphones in cars, in housing estates, and tell people, check out the truth, go to these websites, stopnewnormal.net and Stand Up X and so forth. Check out the truth for yourself and resist, defy, and do not comply. So that's the first week, campaigns of explanation. The second week, campaigns to take masks off. You all here have got masks off, mostly. Some there, I don't know why you're wearing a mask. But look, the masks are unhealthy. They're a symbol of submission. That is all they're for. They keep your toxins in your breath, you rebreathe them. They reduce your breathing by 4% and cutting your oxygen supply by 4%. And some people faint under this. I know pregnant women, for example, have been fainting under this.
How come your brother wears a mask?
Well, because they're following the stupid instructions, organisation suggestions from the trade union movement. The trade union movement are comply now. Many individual trade unions want to fight back, and they should fight back and demand their leaders become accountable or drive them out at the first opportunity. I'm perfectly serious. But it is ridiculous, the Labour movement are going along with it. And remember, the same happened in Nazi Germany in the 1930s. The Labour movement, remember, so what did Hitler? It was the National Socialist Party. They went along with Hitler. They thought they'd get concessions from Hitler. They thought after Hitler it would be our turn. But hundreds of their leaders were murdered on the night of the Long Knives, June the 30th, 1934. That's what happened to them. Doing deals with evil is no answer. The trade unions have to stand firm with us now. And if you're in a trade union, and a lot of you probably are, go and tell them. Okay, now I was going to also read some quotes from Lord Sumption today, but Haiku has had to move on, and he was going to give them to me. But Lord Sumption, great guy, one of the few law lords standing up for rights. And he quotes us, he quotes me, Stop New Normal and stuff I've been saying a lot, which is fantastic. You know, when we have a new future, we'd make him part of it. We'd sweep out all these idiots now running us in Parliament, all these conflicts of interest. If we remove conflicts of interest from the Cabinet, it would be an empty Cabinet. That would be a much better way of running the country, wouldn't it? And that's for Parliament. Well, most of them have conflicts of interest, serious conflicts of interest. Not all of them. I mean, my brother stands firm against all that stuff. But nevertheless, him and others are being misguided by morons, liars, thieves and fake scientists who are employed by the government to brainwash people. And remember, Parliament is even more brainwashed than the public. Don't feel sorry for them though, shout at them. Demand accountability and truth. Now I see they aren't doing anything yet now, but I think maybe it might be an idea to end pretty soon, and I want to end with a couple of slogans. The main slogan is...
You know what time it is, Modine the realist. Big up
Resist.
Queen Elizabeth, big up Queen Elizabeth, fuck ISIS. Big up Modine, gang.
Come on, sit down. Go away. Resist, defy and do not comply. That is our message.
Defy and
Do not comply. And a chant now, end lockdowns, save lives. End lockdowns, save lives. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you clear the area, please? Start moving. Start moving. Why don't you tell the people your face and how perform anything to say?
We would have to be COVID regulations there, would you? And if you keep on with your gathering
What about that old soldier you pushed to the ground at the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday? How do you feel about that?
I'd like to say a big thank you to the police for dispersing this motley crew. It's great work you've done, and I think you did it. I mean, what a work! Fantastic, guys. How you did that? Absolutely wonderful breaking up these people talking. We know now, don't we, that the Welsh government has told us that actually most of COVID has been spread by people talking. Thank you guys for breaking it all up. I am here by myself.
Alright? Well, I haven't done nothing. You need to leave the area. I'm leaving. Leave now. Randomly. You keep coming back. Everyone, okay, I left them. Leave the area. That way. Keep going.
This is just crazy.
Shout out to Multi, you know what time it is, real. Shout out to Multi. I'm going.
You deal with it? Is that a threat?
Make your way home, sir. What I'm trying to do is engage with you. I'm sorry to go home now. It's not essential what we're doing here. Okay, there was a national lockdown. Okay, you've got to start making your way home.
I've got some questions about your interpretation of the law.
Right, what is that, sir?
Well, my question is, that as far as I understand it, there is, once I have come out for a reason, I have a reason. You know the COVID rules? You then have no power to order me to go home.
We can give you a 200 fixed penalty notice, sir. We're gathering a large group here. Lots of people are gathering around you.
We're breaching coronavirus legislation. Keep moving, please.
Watch out. Keep going. Watch out, you're about to hit that. What? Keep going then. Keep moving. Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, clear the area. Thank you.
You need to leave the area, okay? Yeah, you were told to leave.
I'm on the public highway. I'm on the public highway, sir. I've got evidence here. Why are you assaulting me for? I'm on a public highway. I'm on a public highway. I'm on a public highway, sir. No, I'm recording for educational purposes. Why are you?
We don't want to break it. Just let it go.
Unbelievable, mate, I tell you. What the hell is
I'm not resisting. You are bullying me. What are you doing?
This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right.
Guys, stay out the way. Stay out the way. I'm standing here. How am I resisting? You're pushing me. You are pushing me.
This is not right. This is not right. This is not right.
No, stop pushing me like this and acting like this.
This is not right. The way you're treating me is not right.
No.
This is not
I
right.
am doing this on educational grounds. I'm not a protester. I'm walking and I have epilepsy. And I have a fucking exception, please, sir. I swear. And this is disgusting. You're just doing my equipment.
I was here. You need a witness. I was here. I saw what happened. This is not right.
Stand still when you hurt
This is not right. You're hurting me. This is not right. This is not right.
Start moving away.
Keep moving away.
Keep moving away.
Come on, keep moving back. Keep moving that way. Come on.
Start moving on. Start moving, please. Madam, we need to start moving. Start getting home, please. Let's start getting home. Let's start moving. Otherwise, we'll be getting 200 fixed fine. Okay, let's start moving.
Where do the regulations say go home?
So they're going to see
Is it Aaron?
Go on, you start. I understand you. Oh, sorry. I'll be with you once. You understand me?
Move it, stop gathering.
Like this guy.
What's behind you? People fight. Come on, guys, keep moving that
mental health. You need to try exercising.
Could you guys slow down when chasing a bit? You guys slow down.
How about those people in tents? People gathering in tents. No, we'll leave them.
These are the ones that will sell out huge. Amongst ourselves, we have enemies amongst ourselves. Enemies amongst ourselves. Enemies.
We all go over to the tents and see if they leave us alone over there.
Where's the border? Where's the limit? Where's the border of Hyde Park? Of the country of Hyde Park?
That's where you need to be going.
Our homes are here.
Yeah, home. Go home together.
I'm from that street.
What more evidence do they want?
Look at this. Our new borders are at our homes, man. We need to stay in our country, in our home. That's how it is these days. If you leave your home, you are a foreigner. You are an illegal migrant. You're gonna get deported back to your home. You go.
Look at the ball coming up the road.
Yeah, where is it? Look at the vans ahead of it. What about those guys? What about those
You
guys?
missed the tents on the left.
Hey, that's not fair.
They're gathering in tents.
I'll get a tent.
Was that not peaceful?
The police is chasing us out of the park, man. They don't let people
Will you protest? Will you protest?
I was in SpeakersCorner. It's SpeakersCorner.
Yeah, were you part of the group that was here?
What's this all about?